We are running down the 22 targets for Florida State, and of course, the bulk of them are going to visit campus here in June, as they are a number of other schools, and then there's going to be a free-for-all in regards to who gets the commit late June, early July. The floodgates are going to open, and we're going to see commits pouring in by the day. All right, Nate, when we go to wide receiver, Kevin Coleman's a guy that's on everybody's wish list, of course, is the second-rated player at his position. St. Louis is a long way from Tallahassee, but do the Noles have a fighting shot at this one?
So I think the Noles have more than a fighting shot at this one. I think that they're right at the top or the top school for him right now. One of his coaches is Tommy Polley, old Florida State linebacker. So they have a little bit of a in there. But the school to watch with Kevin Coleman, Florida State feels good with him. He is – if you haven't watched his film or watched his highlights, you have to go watch this kid. He's dynamite. He's an 11.3 guy in the 100, which is fast enough for college, fast enough pro. But the thing about him is he's so explosive. Like he's in that Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase kind of group where, he doesn't slow down when he's in and out of his cuts. He catches everything. He's just a phenomenal wide receiver. But I think right now you look at the main competition is Alabama. Supposedly his dad is really feeling Alabama right now with their development of wide receivers, and you really can't knock that. They've been wide receiver U for probably the last 3-4 years now, but Florida State feels really good. Coleman has a great relationship with Nico Marchio, AJ Duffy, McCall, Travis Hunter. So he tweets a lot about Florida State. I think they expect him in sometime this summer. But right now, the wide receiver board, I think, is wide open. That's a position I'm really watching as the summer camp circuit comes along when they get guys on campus. So, Kevin Coleman's far and away number one. And then after that, I think it's wide open.
Right now, the crystal ball projection on Greg Gaines is all the way up to Iowa State out of the Big 12 as a top 50 wide receiver out of Tampa. Interesting. Yeah,
so I think Greg Gaines is a guy that you can circle back on. He's a 6'2", 185. I like Greg Gaines. I think he's a really good wide receiver. When you look at kids that come out of Florida, he fits that athletic, multidimensional, can probably play defensive back if you wanted to. But as junior part-time season, I think they played 10 games up in Tampa. He had 13 touchdowns, almost 1,000 yards. So, he could produce. But I think that's a guy they circle back on. I think you see him come participate in camp, and we'll see what happens there.